Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Reverse Lens. In today's session, I will be talking to you about a very serious and a very tragic event that is taking place for last year and a half. Nothing is being done to stop it or to protect the innocent people from it. And the way it is going now looks like the situation is going to be worse in near future. So, there is a genocide taking place against Hindu community and other religious minority in Bangladesh since August 2024. It is now an acknowledged truth by national and international bodies. Muhammad Yunus, the current chief of the interim government of Bangladesh, he actively encouraged it. The reason I'm saying he actively encouraged it, there are various reasons. One reason is when there is international media ask him about the Hindu genocide is taking place in Bangladesh, about the attack on minority, he brushed it off under the carpet, saying it is not a communal thing. It is because some people of the Hindu community, they were supporters of Awami League. That's why they are being attacked. As if it is legitimized if anybody can attack in any Awami League supporter. Nobody asked him about this question, but just to let you know. Another way he tried to ignore it, saying it is an Indian propaganda, when it was so obvious, it was so open, it was happening in broad daylight, in front of many, many cameras, in front of thousands of people. He tried to portray it, saying it was Awami League who is doing this torture and abuse of Hindu minority because they want to destabilize Bangladesh. Now, there was no way he was ready to acknowledge there is a genocide taking place against Hindu community. Forget even the genocide. He did not want to accept the fact that Hindu community are under constant attack and under constant fear. The reason for this is, as you already know, he is supporting this Hindu genocide, because supporting does not only mean saying that I do support something. Supporting also means when you are not being very active against it, doing something within your power to stop this heinous crime and to protect the Hindu community. And these crimes that I'm talking about, they are not limited to physical violence alone. Hindu women have been raped and subjected to sexual harassment. Temples have been attacked. Homes have been set on fire. People have lost their jobs and suffered financial losses. We have also seen how plans for Hindu genocide taking place in social media with the hashtag Total Malawan Death. And with this hashtag, the Islamic terrorists, they are kind of planning to erase Hindu communities from Bangladesh. Now, I am going to make a full video soon about how Hindu genocide is taking place since August 2024. But in today's session, I want to speak to you about some very recent events when Bangladesh is going to have an election in February the 12th. And there are some serious events, serious attack taking place against Hindu community in recent days. I'm going to talk to you about it. But before I go through the recent events, I want to take you back to 2001. Now, 2001, and the BNP and Jamaat, they came to power. And as soon as the result of the election was published, the Jamaat BNP, those thugs of Jamaat BNP, they started attacking Hindu community the minute after they came to know they are in the government now. All the crimes they have been taking in current days, the same crimes took place in 2001 as well. Murder of Hindu people, raping of Hindu women, Hindu girl, setting on fire of Hindu houses, Hindu business setting, and anyway, every way it was possible. If I can remind you, there was a very young person who never shy away to speak about what happened to her in 2001. Her name was Purnima, and she very bravely, she very boldly, she came in front of the media and said when she was attacked by the BNP Jamaat thugs, the rapist, her mother tried to stop them, saying, "Please do not come all together. My daughter is very young. Please come one after another." That is how helpless Hindu community was in 2001. Now, fast forward 2026, election taking place. Army League is not in the scene. It is only BNP and Jamaat and their other alliances of them participating in the election. And maybe they want to give us some kind of demo about what will happen after 2026 election when they will come to power. That's why in recent days we can see again the surge of attack in Hindu community. I'm going to give you a list of the attack taking place in last couple of days. In last 20 days, at least 10 Hindu people were tortured and murdered. The actual number is much more than this, but I'm only sharing some with you, especially those events. They did not come in the newspaper, national newspaper. I'm avoiding them, but trust me, the actual number is a lot higher than the number I'm giving you. The list may sound a bit long, but I am asking you to be patient because those people, those victims, they have right of being heard. So 18 December, Deepu Das, it became an international name. His name became an international name because of the brutality. Deepu Das, who was a garment worker, he was beaten to death. Then he was burned either dead or alive as well by a mob. 19 December in Raujan, Chattogram, 19 December, 20th December, and 22nd of December, 5 Hindu and Buddhist homes were set in fire in the same manner. 29th of December, just a couple of days after, there was a body found of a Hindu youth named Kamdev. His dead body was recovered in a pond in a Hobbyganj, Sylhet. 31st of December, the last day of 2025, Kokun Chandra Das, he was from Kishorganj, Tiloi village, Damdua of Upojila, was hacked with sharp weapons. Petrol was poured on his body and he was set on fire. He died in hospital after 3 days of fighting with death. He died in 3rd of January. Now, police said the muggers, the hijackers, tried to hijack him. Then they murdered him in such a brutal way. Now, viewers, please tell me which hijacker group have that much of time in their hand or have that kind of intention of murdering a Hindu people and burning to death as well in the same fashion that Deepu Das was lynched to death? Yes, you are right. They were not ordinary hijacker. They were that same kind of people who murdered and burned Deepu Das alive. But of course, police, just like the government, want them to say, they are saying the same thing, that those murderers were hijacker and this person's death, Kokun Chandra Das's death, was an ordinary murder by hijackers. 3rd of January in Kaliganj, Chinaidaho, a Hindu widow was raped by 2 local people. And after raping that Hindu widow, those two rapists, they demanded 50,000 taka from two people. They came to visit that women, and when they were unable to pay that much of money, those rapists, they beat those two people and sent them away. And when that Hindu widow who was just raped by those two people, when she started screaming for help, those two rapists were furious. They dragged her out of the house, they tied her with a tree, and they took a video of her shaving and cutting her hair off. Now imagine those murderers, those rapists, they have that audacity to take this video openly and showing that in public. Why? Because they know that they got sort of immunity from this current Muhammad Yunus government, and this current government of Bangladesh will not do anything to punish this rapist, because he will label them either Awami League supporter, or he will label them an Indian propaganda. That's how those rapists got this courage to do this kind of thing in the social media as well. In 5th of January, in Noshingdi, there is the market, as a grocery shop owner, Moni Chakraborty, was returning home after closing the shop. On the way, several individuals attacked him with sharp weapons, causing him to death. Okay, so another murder of another Hindu person. Same day, 5th January, Joshore Monirampur, there's a person called Rana Pratap Boiragi. He was shot in public. Then he was shot in public. Then they slit his throat as well. And Rana Pratap Boiragi, he was the editor of a newspaper. Then the police said he was an Awami League member as well. And police tried to say he was part of other political parties too. Now, viewers, can you see the pattern? Can you see what is happening in the government and in the law enforcement agency as well? Because government tried to show the world that those people are being attacked because of their political belief. So when a Hindu news editor, a business person, when he is being murdered brutally and in a very signature kind of style, the police, they are just echoing the government, saying, oh, he was an Awami League supporter, an Awami League activist. Now, the 6th January, in Madhopur, Naga, a mob chased a young person named Mithun Sarkar, and that Mithun Sarkar, he was called by mob that he was a thief. So to save himself, he jumped in the pond, and later he was found dead in the pond. Why did he do that? Because May last year, there were two Hindu people, Ruplal Das and Pradeep Das. They were beaten and murdered by a mob as well, claiming that they were thieves. So I'm sure Mithun did not want to accept that fate. Instead, he chose to die jumping in the pond. That is what happening with Hindu community in Bangladesh. Talking about 9th of January, some people, one name is Nirmal Biswas, he's from Jashore, Abhaynagar, and in this village, he said to the journalist, if we vote for BNP, Jamaat will come and target us. If we vote for Jamaat, BNP will come and target us. Which way we will go? Now, guys, if I just inform you, in the same village, Abhaynagar, in this same village, the Hindu community was attacked in last year May because a BNP leader was murdered, and the BNP, the local BNP, they accused the Hindu community of murdering him. And also from this village, the same day, another person called Shivli Biswas, she told the newspaper, "We are Hindu people. Even if we put a seal on the ballot paper, they still won't trust us. This is the reality. We have become like a ball. Whichever way we go, we get kicked. Wherever we go on the roads or streets, we hear that Hindu means boat, the symbol of our League." Now, viewers, this is the tragedy. What Muhammad Yunus was saying from the very beginning of his venture, he was trying to show the Hindu community is being attacked because they are the supporter of Awami League, and the way he made sure his voice gone to every single people, it is now implanted in Hindu people's heart as well. They started believing this, that yes, they will be attacked. It is their fate. They will be attacked because they're Hindu, and people will perceive them as Awami League supporter. And that's what happening in Bangladesh now. Now, the persecution of minority is no longer is hidden. It is no longer local or national issue. It got attention from several international media, from several statements as well. Just only a couple of days ago, Canadian MP Melissa Landsman stated that Canada should not remain silent on this issue, and she also reminded Canada, and she also said that she will not quietly accepting this. UK MP Priti Patel has also expressed her concern. On 17th December, members of Indian Congress, led by Priyanka Gandhi, protested against the persecution of minorities in Bangladesh. And India's Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Jai Sawal has said that violence against Hindus is being described as personal enmity or political clash or something like that, where it is very clear that it is a communal violence. Now, when this is happening in Bangladesh, where the political parties are, now we know Awami League is not in the same. Awami League chairperson Sheikh Hasina, she's in India now. Awami League, they are not allowed to participate in any sort of political activities, and they are not allowed to participate in the election as well. So where are the other political parties? Now let's see what is the position of BNP. Now BNP's a permanent member of the BNP Standing Committee, Goysha Chandra Rai, who happened to be a Hindu himself, he said, communal harmony in Bangladesh is of a very high standard, higher than even in India. But in Bangladesh, no incident ever occurs due to communal reason. Whether it happens before or after election, listen, that's what he's saying. When there is a change of government, whatever happens occur for political reasons. This must be taken into consideration. So, what Mr. Rai is basically saying, after 2026 election, there will be some issues, there will be some attack in Hindu communities, there will be some other death of Hindu people, raping of Hindu women, and we cannot call this a communal violence. We need to call it occurs for political reason and change of government. So basically, Mr. Ray, he's endorsing the endorsing that communal violence will take place after 2026 election, and he's already labeling it, even before it is taken place, he's already labeling it change of government. There is an article in the Jamaat Shibir website dated August 2024, and in this article, the writer is saying allegations of minority persecution and communalism in our country are nothing new. Rather, since the partition of India, we have become somewhat accustomed of hearing such accusation. In this case, it means August 2024, when communal violence was on its peak. So he's talking about this moment. In this case, the level of fabricated allegation has now crossed all previous limits. Relying on these false, baseless, and motivated accusations, they are once again indulging in daydreams of an undivided India. So, all he's saying, all this torture, all this murder, all this raping, all this financial loss that happened against Hindu community, it is all some false accusation of undivided India. What sort of creep says something like that? And these two parties are going to take part in the election in a month, and people, if they want to vote, they have to vote either one of them. Now, viewers, if you are hearing me, and you are one of these voter, do you want to vote one of this party who will actively take the agenda of Hindu genocide? And please do not forget, they said the same kind of thing against Ahmadiyya community as well. So do you want to vote someone who will use your vote to make Hindu community and other religious minorities a subject of a genocide? And the international community, if you are hearing me, aren't you going to do anything to stop this genocide? Now remember, humanity does not know any border. Humanity does not understand country or government. Humanity means only one thing, that stop this genocide, save our Hindu community. Thank you for watching this. Please subscribe my channel to have my video on your homepage every time, and see you next time with any other topic or maybe the same topic, who knows. Thank you, goodbye, Joy Bangla.